This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, a first carry here for Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the Packers.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Or his throw incomplete. Those defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Play action this time with Love. The left side completion to Jones. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Love, they go play action now. Throw left side complete. That's Curry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st down, Love to pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Packers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in Week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, it looks like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back, even with just one throw.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Come on, set.
Operating from the gun. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun. Orr got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
To throw on 2nd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. He'll be gaining just a yard. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's a defense you look back when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. It'll be 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. It's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch here for London, and also a first down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Hamler now on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. (21-0) our score after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Love now. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Play fake. Here's Love. He finds his man complete. It's Curry. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I'll come sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, here's a screen for Robinson. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and 8. Love from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Orr. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They made a nice effort to stick him in a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
97.
To throw on 3rd down. Orr able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Orr going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Off play action. Orr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the run is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Ready.
What are we doing?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Falcons nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Here now, a third down and 8.
Ready.
Again, it's Jones. Oh, nice move. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is second and 8.
Switch, yellow. Set, go. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. He finds his man, complete. It's Curry. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Ready.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Ready?
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ready?
Second down and a yard. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Robinson up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
To Kyle Pitts. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Falcons.
Let's go now.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Claws red.
On first down, Orr. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Drill green. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
deep on the ground with Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On play action. Love to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On 3rd down, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, Barber, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. points in primetime. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Green Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.